Oh, it did exist, but it's for your own good. I don't know if the establishment realizes how many people we warned who then laughed at us who are now going, whoa, you were right. I don't, or maybe they do. They're just so arrogant.
Yeah, the most important thing for me is the economy. The engineered implosion of the economy is what's really front and center for me. I mean, everything else is secondary to facilitate this destruction of the American economy, the global economy.
Yeah, that's going to be their organized, controlled crises. They use terror, they use wars, they use controlled implosions.
Right, right. And they're trying to sell this, this camp situation as, like they did with Rex 84, illegal aliens and whatnot. But it's for the American people. It's not for an influx of Mexicans coming across the border.
Well, again, the Army admits that. They're over here in the Army War College saying we're preparing to engage the American people and put them in detention centers. And all the urban warfare footage I taped, they're admitting it's for America, and they're practicing putting Americans in camps.
But they're not billing it as camps for detention, though. They're billing it as a humanitarian response to some kind of crisis, which will probably be the economy.
I've never played this on TV. I've played the audio, but now that we're at TV, guys, go to YouTube and type in martial law. And you'll see a bunch of my videos, but you'll also see a bunch of local newscasts. Punch it up, and I'll show you which one it is. Scroll down. Keep scrolling down. I'm trying to find the one. Here it is. No, that's a town where they have martial law 24 hours a day. Oh, it doesn't matter. I'll find it during the break. The point is, I have these newscasts where locally they admit they're preparing to engage the American people. And there's one I particularly want to play. But
again, you don't hear this on corporate news. You don't hear that this is for detention, per se.
Well, keep fleshing this out, Kurt Nimmo. How do you see things unfolding? How do you, on the good side, how could this go? Or on the bad side, how do you see it going?
Well, I don't really see any difference from the Bush administration. This is a continual thing that's going to go on. This is the same globalist agenda. It's not going to change. The only difference is we got a new front guy, and he's much more, savvy, and he can read the teleprompters better, and it's the same agenda. Same agenda under Clinton, same agenda under Bush Sr. So it's just a continuation of the same agenda.
I agree. Continue.
And so I think that Obama is probably going to have to, what really is really interesting is this, when you had Wayne Madsen on, and he was talking about Rahm Emanuel, who's apparently the real president, cracking his knuckles in Obama's ear. So you take a look at this guy, and you see the real face of the global elite, because he's a front man. He's a former investor, Wall Street investor. And I think that Obama's, the sheen that he has, the urbane sheen of him will start to slip away when we see these other faces appearing. And that's what Rahm Emanuel is. He's the real voice back there.
Yeah, in front of the congressional delegation, cracking his knuckles, and Obama says, please stop that, it bothers me. And he gets up in front of everybody, in front of the congressional leadership, and goes right in his ears, oh, yeah, I rule you. I'm in control.
He's a pit bull. He's a sociopath.
Well, this is a guy, again, in 96 when Clinton won at the victory dinner in front of everybody with a knife going, our enemies. And he'd say their name for like 5 minutes and die, die, die. You can't make this stuff up, Kurt.
Well, look who his father was. His father was a terrorist in Israel. An ear gun terrorist. So I guess the acorn doesn't fall too far from the tree.
Yeah, for those that don't know, the new chief of staff of the White House, father was one of the leaders in the Mossad and the ear gun terrorists. Explain what they did.
Ear gun terrorists was supposedly a Israeli defense force prior to the establishment of the State of Israel. Basically what they did is they attacked the British, they attacked their Arab enemies, and they engaged in terrorism, classic terrorism, blowing up hotels, killing people. And that's basically where his father came from. His father made the comment about, what was it about the Arabs cleaning the floor in the White House? I forget what the exact quote was, but this is the mentality. This is the mentality his son has. We have enemies, and so we stab the knife in the table, and it's just an attitude. And that's the attitude that's behind Barack Obama. He's just the front man.
You know, this is driving me crazy. There's this particular video out of Georgia with the police playing the part of Americans and the armies there putting them in a camp. And I played the audio many times on there. I'm trying to find it on YouTube and can't. I'm trying to remember the exact headline. It doesn't matter. What I do want to play, though, is, guys, because I said I'd do it, pull up some of those local activist videos and put them on screen where FEMA took over one part of the old shopping mall and said it was for hurricane that was coming, but at the same time, it's still there. And that's what they do. They move in for something like that, and then they admit there's going to be all these federal centers everywhere nexusing in with the police and then with the clergy response teams. And then we have the newscast there where they admit the clergy response teams are training for people to stand down under martial law. Remember those clips yesterday we never actually played, guys? One was the clergy response teams, martial law, and then the other was here in Austin. Okay, play the Highland Mall one, and then pull up the one you had yesterday that we didn't get to.
So the clergy will be there to placate people, correct?
We got a FEMA RV thing right over here.
I don't think that's a pig, dude. I think that's
a security guard. Yeah, but why is a FEMA RV parked in front of the mall?
In front of the mall? In front of the closed part of the mall.
That's real weird.
Dude, look, it says Department of Homeland
Security. It's the Department of Homeland Security parked in front of the mall?
In front of that closed part, though.
Okay, that's the first video. Go to the next video and show me the title of these so I can plug them. FEMA Homeland Security, Secret Ops in Highland Mall, Austin, Texas. Okay, now this is them talking to the police. I mean, it's right here, guys. You guys are typing it in. It's the video right to the right of it right there. See? Right there to the right? That's the video right there. Yeah, there you go.
I just want to know, what y'all are doing here.
Step outside.
Will you tell me what's going on?
I will be more than happy as soon as you step outside.
Sure.
Is there a reason you're doing that?
We just saw the FEMA cam, and I thought y'all were part of the. Is there some sort of emergency, or what's going on?
The mall had already been shut down. Or not the mall. This store had already been shut down. But
is there some reason why FEMA's here, though?
in case Ike hits.
Ike?
In case what?
Called him, he's not.
Dude, you're just a security guard. I'm a security guard. Don't tell me that.
I'm sorry. We're part of an organization that is just making sure everybody understands what's going on.
See how secretive and angry they're asking? But the point is, I went over there and they told me get away. I was inside them, all these wires and TV sets running in, and they had other events with kids in front of big screens being thumbprinted and face scanned to go in a database for their safety. But it's still there, and they're building them. But, I mean, here they are admitting they're building them for the American people, not just for emergencies.
So what was this, like a beta test for? I don't understand what they were doing.
They just use any excuse they can to come over and take over spaces. And they're putting little mini FEMA centers just all over the nation. They're building little FEMA camps for emergencies everywhere, and they have little stockades. You've seen my police state films.
Right.
Yeah, here's the local newscast piece. Pastors for martial law, continuity of government. Now, the original video of this probably has a couple 100,000 views. I've seen it. We're playing some new posting of it. I don't know how good the audio is on this piece. You always want to find one that has a higher hit view. That means it's older, so that it has a. But so what? Just go ahead and play it.
Become a reality in America. Some fear any nuclear, biological, or chemical attack on U.S. territory.
It cut her off. You got to find the other older versions that has her fully say martial law. See, that's the problem with a 50th generation video. Just type clergy response teams in, and then I'll control it from here. Because I just want to show people how to do this and go how to find this stuff. Clergy response teams, click it. Okay, feds train clergy response teams to quell dissent. And that's this video mixed with my videos. Let me find the newscast here. I need to look at it for hit counts. This doesn't make any sense. And of course, this mouse doesn't work properly in here in my office. I need a new mouse or something. It's wireless into the other room. There I am on San Antonio TV talking about it. Clergy response teams. We'll go ahead and play this one. For folks that are out there listening, it was just the audio.
Law ever become a reality in America? Some fear any nuclear, biological, or chemical attack on U.S. territory might trigger just that. And as KSLA News 12's Jeff Farrell discovered, the clergy would help the government with potentially their biggest problem, us.
From my cold, dead hands.
Charlton has to...
Did you hear that? Their biggest problem, us. That's what the Army says, engaging the American people. And they say it's of the Lord, Romans 13, we're prepared. And you read the actual FEMA documents, forced inoculations, gun confiscation, it's all in there.
Charlton's famous declaration captures a truly American value, the overarching desire to protect our freedoms. But gun confiscation is exactly what happened during the state of emergency.